sound or frightening little creature juice is a pink beast with a tremendous name. In case you set it in the position where the planetary group is, it would loosen up to the circle of Jupiter. It's critical, extremely temperamental, and around to explode. Should scarab juice be squeezed, it would probably explode at any second. The celebrity, unpleasant little animal juice, is both stimulating and confounding. This purple, gigantic, enormous name inside the Orion gathering of stars showed strange behavior when it got fainter in late 2019 and early 2020 than ever in over 100 years. It momentarily became almost as faint as bug juice, Orion's third most brilliant star. The shocking obscuring became the call given to this recurrence. However, unpleasant little creature juice has since recovered its splendor, becoming the most brilliant immense name in Orion for a few days this year, more brilliant than ever before. Speculation about its coming destruction as a blast has arisen due to these events. At any rate, is there any proof for this thought? Will the red, colossal celebrity scarab juice explode during our lifetime? What impact would such a blast have on Earthlings like us? Be a part of us as we discover the inclining impacts of the unpleasant little creature juice, grandiose blast, and the caution from Brian Cox. Brian Cox warns that since humans may be the only sentient species in our system, wiping out our advancement could have devastating consequences for the entire world. Cox delves into the Goldilocks theory of the universe, pointing to careful circumstances over billions of years that made Earth viable for life to emerge. Despite the fact that the star at the center of our solar system has not undergone significant changes in nearly 4 billion years, experts estimate it is halfway through its life cycle. At this moment, it changes 4 million tons of helium into energy through fusion, converting 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium every second. This blistering plasmasphere is the primary power supply for life on Earth. However, scientists predict it will dissipate in around 5 billion years, causing a significant change to the universe. Furthermore, Cox explained how this will likely occur in the BBC's Wonders of the Universe series. You might agree with the universe being static, but stars are essentially temporary components of the sky. Despite shining brightly for thousands or even billions of years, their future is limited by their ability to burn hydrogen. A star like our Sun begins to evolve as it approaches death when its hydrogen runs out. However, it doesn't die peacefully. The Sun won't just dissipate immediately or inexplicably when its life ends. Its outer layers will expand as its fuel runs short, and its core will collapse, releasing more heat. Cox warns that the effects of the Sun's changes will be felt by Earth much sooner. He elaborated that this could unfortunately affect our delicate planet in about 1 billion years. There could be one last perfect day on Earth as the planet gets hotter, but eventually, all life will no longer be able to survive. The Sun will have expanded to the point where it fills the entire horizon. Long after human life has vanished, its final transformative stage will see it turn into a red giant. However, the Sun will continue to grow larger after humanity has disappeared. Our world may not make it this far, but if it does, it will likely be a burned rock. In 6 billion years, our Sun will explode, releasing tremendous amounts of fuel and dust into space to form a massive cloud. It will become a faint ember at its center, a mere fraction of its former brilliance and size, making it smaller than Earth. Our Sun will have transformed into a white dwarf. Despite this process making life on Earth impossible, NASA's New Horizons mission leader, Dr. Alan Stern, has suggested it may also create habitable worlds in the coldest regions of space. Dr. Stern believes that any survivors might be able to find refuge on Pluto and other distant dwarf planets in the Kuiper Belt, an area of icy objects beyond Neptune. These worlds' environments will drastically change as the Sun evolves, turning them into potentially livable planets. Most stars exist in a steady state, shining with the same brightness consistently. However, there are certain exceptions. A few stars, known as variable stars, have brightness fluctuations. The most famous is Mira, often referred to as the Star of Wonder, studied in 1596 by German minister David Fabricius. As a variable star, Mira is a pulsating star that periodically expands and contracts. Another example is Algol, which exhibits periodic eclipses from a companion star. Around 30% of these variable stars are visible to the naked eye, but it takes expertise to notice their changes in brightness. You definitely know frightening crawly juice, even if you don't recognize the term. It's one of the brightest stars visible in the night sky, forming a significant part of the Orion constellation. Frightening crawly juice is a red giant, so massive that I could undoubtedly drink Earth, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and perhaps Jupiter on the off chance that it were situated at the focal point of our planetary group. It's a long way from us, yet we can still notice it because of its size and brilliance, around 400 light-years away by the best gauges. However, this reach could stretch out to 600 light-years. The most brilliant of the variable stars is rough little animal squeeze, the fifth most brilliant star overhead next to the Sun. Frightening little creature juice changes in brilliance occasionally, reaching almost the same brilliance as Riel, the heavenly body's fourth most brilliant blue star. However, it's not as solid or normal as those of Maya. The brilliance fluctuations can still be perceptible. Sometimes, a star can immediately turn out to be uncommonly brilliant. These supernovae are the most brilliant and most uncommon of such events. They might result when a star detonates violently toward the finish of its life, potentially becoming so brilliant that it could be seen during the day. Such events have only happened a few times over the past 1,000 years. Cosmologists dream of seeing a nearby cosmic explosion at a rate that few could ever notice. We lucky animals, however, have diligently been an enamoring subject for stargazers since the start of room science. They noted bug juice because it's so clear and easy to perceive. Consequently, we have a considerable lot of understanding about it, alongside the fact that it's young, under 10 million years old compared to the Sun's 4.6 billion years. We also know that tremendous red giants like bug juice have short lives because they consume their fuel supply quickly. Thus, despite this exceptional star being a child, it will soon pass on in a grand manner. This suggests that a star could wear out any day now, but it could exist for parts of time, significantly longer than a human lifetime. Ultimately, in a universe where 10 million years is only a flicker, everything is relative. However, researchers have long stated that bug juice's grand finale could happen at any moment. Stars that are a couple of times as large as our Sun will tend to fall under their own weight and die once their hydrogen and helium fuel runs out. They begin accumulating heavier elements in their cores, which drives them to implode and develop ever higher temperatures and densities. Eventually, the star is compelled to expel its external layers into space. Through this process, some predict that once rough little animal juice detonates, it will be so bright that it will appear to be a second moon in the night sky. Rough little creature juice is a variable star, but in 2021, there was a remarkable obscuring. It diminished by almost 60% in just a few months. Therefore, it's clear that a cloud is responsible for this. Stars like rough little creature juice are continually shedding dust and gas. Half of the star was obfuscated by a mass of fuel in the wind. The star's pictures showed that its southernmost part was missing. Some stars, like rough little animal juice, have conditions that can cause these types of changes. It is now around half more brilliant than expected, yet we still don't know what caused the sudden darkening. However, it doesn't seem likely that a vast explosion is set to happen anytime soon. These stars' variations in brilliance are a surface phenomenon. The increased brightness could be the result of the same dust cloud that caused the star's obscuring, reflecting light back toward us. Still, cosmologists are excited because we can't be sure when rough little creature juice will detonate. The star is 15 to 25 times as big as the Sun, and stars with this kind of mass are expected to explode in a spectacular way, a supernova. Because rough little animal juice is so large, its life cycle is nearly finished. However, it's still about 1 million years off from the expected blast. For astronomers, this is a short amount of time. Stars like rough little creature juice are still young in the grand scheme of cosmic time. This gives researchers a narrow window to study it before it ends in a brilliant eruption of energy. Bug juice is one of the most captivating stars in the night sky, primarily because of its unpredictable behavior. Despite having captured the imagination of astronomers and the general public alike, its future is filled with mystery. The star is part of the Orion constellation and is situated around 600 light-years from Earth, making it one of the brightest stars visible to the naked eye. Despite its vast size, Betelgeuse is a red supergiant, a type of star that has depleted its stock of hydrogen fuel and has expanded to a gigantic size. It's so large that, if it were placed at the center of our solar system, it would extend past the orbit of Jupiter. This immense size adds to its brilliance, but that brilliance isn't constant. Betelgeuse is a variable star, meaning its luminosity changes over time. In fact, it's been known to vary in brightness, sometimes becoming as bright as Riel, the fourth most brilliant star in the Orion constellation. In 2019 and early 2020, Betelgeuse experienced a significant darkening event, where it became noticeably dimmer for several months. This abrupt change sparked speculation among astronomers that the star was nearing a spectacular end and could be on the verge of exploding as a supernova. While some speculated that the dimming was due to a cosmic explosion in progress, it was later determined that the decrease in brightness was caused by a massive dust cloud being ejected from the star's surface, obscuring its light from Earth. This event, known as the Great Dimming, provided valuable insights into the dynamics of massive stars and their surroundings. Despite the dramatic dimming, Betelgeuse has since regained its brightness and remains one of the most studied stars. The cause of the dimming event may be related to the complex internal cycles occurring within the star. These stars are known for being unstable, and their brightness can change due to various factors, including the accumulation of gas and dust on the star's surface. Betelgeuse is expected to eventually explode as a supernova, marking the dramatic end of its life cycle. This is a typical stage for massive stars like Betelgeuse, which can be several times the mass of our Sun. The core of the star will collapse under its own gravity, and the outer layers will be ejected into space in a violent explosion. When this happens, it will briefly outshine the entire galaxy, potentially becoming visible even during the daytime on Earth. Such events are rare, but they are significant because they contribute to the creation of heavy elements, which are vital for the formation of planets and new stars. Astronomers continue to monitor Betelgeuse closely, using advanced telescopes to observe its behavior and gather data. Understanding its mass, distance, and the specific mechanisms behind its occasional dimming is crucial. Despite its unusual nature, Betelgeuse remains an important subject of study for astronomers. The star offers a glimpse into the life cycle of massive stars and provides valuable information about stellar evolution, supernovae, and the creation of elements in the universe. As it nears the end of its life, Betelgeuse will likely continue to captivate both scientists and the public, holding the potential for one of the most stunning celestial events ever observed.